go! Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, okay. Fuck you, buddy. That's right, I'm in Phi. You can't get me anymore. Oh, god. Ah, God, that is so stressful. Oh. Alright. Jesus. Okay, we're in Phi now. Wonder what horrors await us here.
This has to be Phi, right? Hope the Ark made it here in one piece.
Oh, it's red. Oh, oops. Also, I'm really limping. How did I not die? Like, a sea creature ate me. Like, that's astonishing. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to be putting my Omni tool. Looks like all the doors are locked. Yeah, okay.
Chris, what the hell happened to your arm?
It's complicated. I just need to know one thing. I'll have both my arms in the Ark, right?
Yes, of course. Are you okay, though? Can you do stuff?
Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Did you find the Ark?
I did, but I kinda lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to Phi. So it should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it.
Okay. Oh, there's a terminal.
Alright. Phi is up and running.
Site map. Okay, so we're the green thing. And... oh, okay, so the yellow thing over there, I'm pretty sure that's... it's probably the Ark. Makes sense. It would make sense.
The satellite is loaded into a shell. The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the barrel. Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before ingression. Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
Alright, I guess that's it. Wait, tunnel transport. It's the same thing as the map. Right? Yeah. Requires manual offload. Okay. So I gotta go get it. Staff activity. Rayleigh Herber. That would be May 11th. How long ago was that? We're currently in 2104, I think. Jesus. Okay, so I'm guessing the Ark team... no, that doesn't make sense. I have no fucking idea. Like, I don't know the timeline of this stuff. I'm not going to try to act like I do. The last time there was any sort of contact with the Ark team, though, was late 2103. And then Rayleigh was going to... well, I'm Rayleigh. So maybe I... like, maybe that incoming message is me. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, Hamatsu. Week 488. On hold. Okay, this is... alright, orbital platform freighter. January 9th, 2103. After 10 years of impeccable operation, the Omega space gun will shut down, but it took an apocalypse to be made redundant. Huh. Excuse
Did you
me.
find out what happened to the ARC team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the
Oh, I
Ark
gotta
back
go over
to
there.
Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those.
Oh, God. It's not gonna be easy to carry the Ark. Jesus.
This feels like the longest day of my life. Has it just been one day?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
What time is it then? What day?
It's May 11th, 2104.
Yep.
3:30 a.m. But I don't remember when we started.
The fuck is the Ark? Oh, no, wait, it's down there. That's what it was. Oh, and hey, there's one of those things that can heal. Wait, but the WoW's dead, isn't it? But I'm not gonna question it. Maybe it's dying. That's probably what it is.
You know, I woke up in my bed today. It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I?
You know something? I remember talking to somebody in the comments, and they were saying how they don't think that the WoW is
Crazy to
sentient.
think where I am.
God damn it.
Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comment, I guess it was okay.
Yeah, better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
You seriously not gonna tell me what happened to your arm?
Had to make a quick stop at Site Alpha to help kill the WoW.
What? How? Why?
Stop it from torturing the memory of humanity.
Okay, let's just get back to work.
What will you do when you get into the Ark?
Oh.
What's the first thing?
Make sure the Ark is safe, stabilize flight path, activate solar panels.
What's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Oh. Watch the clouds roll by? Does that count?
I'd say so.
Alright, I'm just gonna hope that they're not talking for a split second. I was gonna say, I noticed somebody in the comments mentioned how they don't think that the WoW is sentient, and I've been really considering this, and I'm really, I can't think of any other, or maybe they're not sentient, but I can't think of any other sort of explanation for why they decided to blow up all those black boxes up in Omicron when Rayleigh realized that she had to go down to, you know, down to the abyss to destroy the WoW with the, you know, poison structure gel. How did, like, okay, so she knew to do that, and then the second that she figured it out, the WoW's like, oh, we gotta, you know, panic, we gotta do this, and kills everyone on the station. So, they had to have, or it's, or whatever you want to call it, the WoW had to have some level of consciousness. You know, whether it be as small as it might be, you know, like, even if it was purely just instinctive, the fact that it knew to do that to preserve its own life, I don't know, that's just interesting to me. There we are.
All right, found the Ark.
Good job, Simon. Now we just need to find the assembly space so we can stuff the Ark into a shell.
It's probably that other door. It might be that. No, the WoW's kind of like blocking it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So it should be there. Ooh. Hey there.
Are you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We needed to save them. To launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark! I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down.
Get away from me! No!
What did you do? It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine.
Jesus Christ. They fucking
God.
killed her.
Catherine,
Did you say something?
it's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh,
Accident my ass.
you mean Catherine. Don't worry, it's better this way. How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
The fuck? Oh, I need the thing.
How could they kill me?
Catherine,
I know I'm not an easy person to like. I just thought they trusted me.
come on. Don't do this to yourself.
That wasn't an accident. They hit her... Ian, I think it was Ian, hit her with a fucking wrench. And that's why they went back to Tau. It's because they killed Catherine and they didn't want to launch
Did you
the
have
Ark.
friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There were some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one. Someone you'd never hold back with.
I'll be your friend.
Ow, pity friendship? Now I feel even worse.
No, damn it. That's not what I meant. There we are.
Do you think the Ark will make it through the atmosphere and into space?
It almost doesn't matter anymore. We just need to try. If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Still, one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Combat gun, and we'll head out to the gun.
Jesus. Trying to get a thumbnail, if possible. Although this might be a little spoilery. I don't know. It'll be a game time decision, I suppose. Can I take that? Good. Actually, I might need it to be in there. I'm gonna... I mean, the chances aren't very high, but just in case. But yeah, that kind of makes sense, though. It's like, I'm pretty sure it was Ian on his deathbed was like, I'm sorry, Catherine. And I thought at first she might have been talking to Catherine about who gives a shit about the Ark. You know, the woman was saying who cares about the Ark, but that was Sarah, obviously. And Ian was sorry to Catherine because he killed her with the wrench. And then he claimed it was an accident, which I'm pretty sure all of them knew it wasn't. The other thing is, why the fuck did you go all this way if you weren't going to launch the Ark? Like, why even bother? If you had all these questions, you probably should have asked them before doing all of this, you know? The other crazy thing to me about this is that all this stuff took place not even, like, roughly 6 months ago. Like, they haven't been dead that long. I don't know. Just weird to me.
Now what?
Now we just need to get the shell into the gun and then, kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean, it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps.
You got it. Wait, do those doors open? Okay, no, it's just this one. All right. I'm feeling like there's going to be one last monster. It's not just going to end. Okay. Alright, there we go. Save. That flashlight does nothing, but whatever. Oh, here we are. The Omega space gun. I think that's where I'm supposed to go, but I want to look around. This would be a prime place for some sort of scary monster kind of squid creature to come down and try to kill me. I don't know. Put it in.
Oh. I'll never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat. Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Uh-oh. That... No, god damn it. Okay. I've got to flip it. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
That's kind of risky, don't you think? Alright.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't mention it.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
That's going way too slow.
10 seconds. 9.
Oh, God.
8. 7. 6.
You gotta be kidding me!
4. 3.
Come on, load!
2.
Yes! Fuck yeah, we made it! Woo! I'm still here.
Yep.
I'm still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No, this is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance. You
Fuck! Catherine? Please don't leave me alone. Catherine? Catherine?
Oh, you fuckers. Oh, oh my God. Ah. No. Jesus Christ. That is a hell of a way to end the game. That's a ballsy way to end the game. Jesus. Fuck. Alright, well, for starters, I think that at this point I have very little sympathy for Simon. Because after what happened with the body switch, it seems like at that point you should kind of know that this is what's going to happen, dude. I mean, like, it was staring you right in the face. Maybe Catherine didn't outright say it, which she should have, but you should know. You should know at that point, and it's hard for me to really get mad at Catherine about all this, because it's like, she was telling everyone from the very beginning that, no, you don't transfer, you're copied. Like, it's different. It doesn't work that way. I mean, technically, the consciousness that you possess is going to transfer. I mean, technically, but the one that you have at this exact moment is going to stay where it is. And you're still going to be experiencing what you're experiencing at the exact moment. It doesn't go to a different place. There's just a copy of you somewhere else. And I guess philosophically there are a lot of questions that you can ask, but in this specific example, in this game, those philosophies don't necessarily go out the window, but the reality of it is that a copy is a copy. It doesn't matter how similar it might be to you, it's not you. I'm not arguing whether or not it might be human or whatever. I'm just arguing that a copy is a copy. And it doesn't matter how similar it is to you. It just doesn't. It could be 100% just like you. It's not you. Right? So, I don't know. Jesus Christ. This game was really fucking good. Like, I cannot get over how enthralled and interested in this story I was throughout. And there were so many philosophies and ideas and concepts that it filled with throughout. And I loved it. You know, going from Brave New World or, you know, you can look at The Matrix and things of that nature where it questions which one would you rather have. There might be something after the credits. I'll go and shut up. Oh, here we are. We're on the Ark.
Whoa. Is this... Did it work?
No flashlight. What does it say on the seat? I don't think that's important. There's sunlight. I hear birds. I don't know why we're in a fucking cave, but yep. Okay, we're on the Ark, 100%. Let's go for a swim. Yeah. I can't go back there. I thought maybe there was something behind there. This is awesome. This is really cool. It's very pretty. Great job by the design team. Oh, what's that? I see a building. Wait, is there something over there? No? I see a building. Very futuristic looking, too. Something else. Oh, that's so cool.
Catherine! I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, Simon. Everything's all right now.
Alright. Well, that was the end to SOMA. God damn it. Okay, there are so many things I want to say, but I feel like to a certain extent it would kind of be going overboard. So I think that I'm going to just reflect on what this was as a game. I've gone through a lot of the philosophies just as the game has gone on. So I want to just discuss the game for a moment. I've talked to a lot of people that have done playthroughs of the game and have played it themselves, and a lot of them kind of have the same sort of feeling that the game isn't really the scariest. And I would agree, it's definitely not the scariest thing that Frictional has made, and I remember posting on Twitter not too long back that I was afraid that a lot of people were going to trash on this game because it wasn't, Amnesia, right? And at the time, obviously, I didn't know, but the odds of Frictional actually being able to make a game that is as iconic as Amnesia: The Dark Descent in the horror atmosphere is virtually impossible. They can't just try to go out there and make a sequel to Amnesia, or something to that extent. They have to go in a different direction. They have to do something new if they want to garner respect. And perhaps they don't make the scariest game ever, but at least make something that people can go, yeah, you know what? That was a great new game that Frictional made, and they still have it. And, Penumbra I thought was fantastic. I thought Amnesia was fantastic. And I think SOMA is fantastic. And I think they're all great for different reasons. SOMA, without a doubt, in my mind, is the best story that Frictional has made. And honestly, I would argue that it's probably the best story that I've come across all year. In 2015 with games. I'm not sure if I would say that this is the best game I've played all year. I mean, I was saying that about Until Dawn, but this is definitely top 3 up to this point. And this is the thing about this game. It didn't have the same sort of scares that Amnesia did. I didn't feel on edge the entire time I was playing. There were certain moments in the game where I felt like I was safe, right? I felt like after going downstairs in that last bit in Phi and finding the Ark and putting in the bullet thing, when I went back upstairs, I was like, you know what, this place is safe. It's been safe. There's nothing I have to worry about in this section. Same thing with Theta. When I was first entering Theta, and I put the Omni tool into that one little port, I felt like I was safe in this upper area. Obviously, when I went downstairs, it wasn't so safe. But just in this immediate area, I feel like this is a safe haven. And so, in that sense, I didn't feel the same sort of terror constantly that I felt with a game like Amnesia. But, on the flip side, this game has made me feel more helpless than I think I've ever felt in a game. And I reflected on that a little bit not too long ago in the playthrough. But no other game I've played has made me feel quite so alone. I know that I had Catherine as somewhat of a companion, but by that I mean, like, this guy, Simon, lived as we live currently, in 2015, right? And then he just wakes up 100 years later to find out that the entire fucking planet is dead. Everything is gone. A comet hit the Earth, and there are flames going all the way into the sky, and everything is dead. Everybody is dead. The only life there could have been left were the people underwater in the ocean on the base. And even then, they had their own problems with the WoW and with the structure gel and all those things that eventually killed them too. And that's really depressing. When Simon wakes up, there's only technically 2 people that are cognizant and alive. You had Amy, and you had Sarah. And Amy was being kept alive by the WoW, and Sarah was being kept alive by herself, by a different type of machine. So the only 2 people that were technically alive throughout the entire game were both on the brink of death. And now that, by the end of the game, they both died as well. Like, everything was depleted. Everything was gone. And that, I think, is something that no other games really managed to achieve for me, is make me feel just empty as I'm playing it. Like, not in the sense that, like, oh, I don't care what's going on, but the opposite. Feeling as if I'm actually the person playing, like, in the game right now. Like, I feel like there's nothing left. There's no point to even trying, because why even try? The only semblance of accomplishment or sanctuary that Simon has is launching this machine into space and keeping a handful of people alive digitally. And even that's going to end eventually. At some point, it's going to get hit by an asteroid, or it's going to float out into a star, or it's going to come across a certain section of space where there's not enough heat, or there's too much heat, and the conditions are going to destroy the machinery, something is going to destroy it. And so they only have maybe a 1,000 years, maybe a couple thousand years at maximum. It's just looking at that, it's just so bleak, and there's so much despair, just thematically in this game that I never felt with any other game. Dead Space, yes, you were alone throughout that entire game, but you knew outside of the Ishimura there were people somewhere, and if you can get yourself out of this situation, you'll be able to go back to society. Same thing with Amnesia. Granted, you know, it was based in like the 1600s or something like that, but still, you're in this castle, but if you can somehow get yourself out of this situation, you will go back to society. Same with Penumbra. You know, it goes on and on and on. Yes, your situation in this moment is fucked, but you can get out of it. Soma, you can't get out of it. The best you can hope for is being a computer. And there's something really, really, I wouldn't say terrifying about that, but just depressing, and I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me. Every single time I played this game, once I found out that the world was over, I just did not feel right. It had a really taxing feeling on me that I haven't felt ever playing a game, and that's something that's going to stick with me, you know, from now on as a video game player, like how this game made me feel. And maybe other people didn't feel that way, which is understandable. And maybe, you know, going into this game, you were hoping it was going to be truly terrifying. And I think there were some definitely very terrifying moments in this game. The Abyss is I mean, I haven't been that scared the first time, you know, when I was walking to Tau. I haven't been that scared. God, I can't even remember the last time I was that scared. Like, honestly, that was so just utterly terrifying. My God, I was sweating the entire time. It was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that's, I don't have very much else to say. Like, I guess, you know, just reflecting on graphics. I mean, graphically, it was a pretty nice game. Obviously, the character models seemed a little outdated, but it's an indie developer. You know, I'm not gonna blame them too much for that. I'd say that I really don't have any issues with the gameplay mechanics. Like, there weren't that many gameplay mechanics to speak of. You know, they definitely scaled back somewhat. You know, like Amnesia and Penumbra, for that matter, both had an inventory system. And technically this one did, but you only had like maybe 2, at maximum 3 things at a time. So it never really felt like you had to keep track of stuff. And there weren't really puzzles in this game either, the more I think about it. Like, maybe there were a couple, but none of them were all that frustrating or difficult. They were pretty easy, almost elementary puzzles, to be honest. So, I don't know, in that sense, it didn't feel quite like a frictional game that I was used to, with the previous, you know, Penumbra and Amnesia, but it reminds me how much I respect Frictional Games as an independent developer, because after making Amnesia, and when they were in the development process of SOMA, they very easily could have tried to overdo it and try to make it just another Amnesia, try to be as scary and freaky as possible. But they didn't. They were comfortable with what they had. They made the game they wanted to make, and I respect them infinitely for that. Because there are a lot of developers, especially independent developers, that wouldn't have gone that route. That they would have caved to pressure and done what they think that everybody else wanted them to do. And the fact that they didn't, and they just made the game they had a vision of, is awesome. But I think I'm going on a little too long. At the end of the day, I thought this game was fucking fantastic. For what it was trying to be, I don't think it could have been better, quite frankly. Maybe some little nitpicky things, but overall, I think this game was fantastic, with pretty much everything it was trying to do. And I generally don't like doing scores, but I always end up doing them. So if I had to, like, say, like, a particular number or something like that, I would probably give it, like, a 9, honestly. I thought it was that good. I thought it was really fucking great. So, yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I will be sure to make an update video very soon to let you guys know what's going to be happening next. And, yeah, that's about it. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe and all that. And I will see you guys next time. Where the fuck am I? Oh, shit. This has been awesome. These explosions. Sorry, Facehugger. Oh my god. Holy shit.